so excited to have you here. You have quickly become two of my favorite humans on this planet.
What?
Real talk. Real talk.
Congratulations.
You're right.
We were saying backstage, we're really hoping for this moment.
Well, you got it. And the thing is, you two, I mean, obviously you started in Brittany Runs a Marathon, but the first time you met was on Game Over Man.
Yep.
Yes.
How was that experience different from Brittany Runs a Marathon?
For me, at least, it was different in that I was playing a woman who pooped herself. Pooped her pants.
Is that not a usual thing in all the films that you do?
No.
Okay.
That's a little different. Yeah, she had messed herself in a club.
She made a doo-doo.
Yes. And it was like a little cameo as opposed to this movie, I'm in every scene.
Yeah. It's the polar opposite. You went from doo-doo pants to being a leading woman.
Yeah, but that was the first time
You
we
met her during the doo-doo pants.
I did, and she was the funniest part about that whole experience for me. I mean, Jillian Bell, why am I speaking about you? You are an exceptional woman and actor.
Thank you. Very
She was by far the best and funniest person on set in that movie.
That's not true. That's a lot of funny people on that
No,
set,
Adam,
but-
Blake, and Durs, you're not as funny as Jillian.
There you have it. That's the headline.
I know. I mean, you know.
We did have a really good time that day. That was fun.
I love that. So you guys get along great. But you're on a lot of sets. You do a lot of, these two are famouses. They're big famouses. You go on a lot of red carpets, you meet a lot of people. Have either of you ever fangirled over meeting other celebrities?
Oh, I'm like a notorious fangirler.
Yes.
I never say the right thing. I was in New York. It was my junior year of college. I went to go see Scary Movie 3 by myself.
Art.
I skipped class, and on the way, I ran into Daniel Day-Lewis on the street.
Ooh.
And immediately started crying. And I was like, I couldn't remember a single movie he had been in, but I knew it was Daniel Day-Lewis. And I was like, this dude's dope. I'm in acting school. I got to show him love. And I just started pouring tears, holding onto his hand.
Oh, my goodness.
He had a pained expression on his face, and he sort of walked
What
away.
did he? Yeah, he just left.
He said, oh.
Oh, my goodness. I saw Elijah Wood.
Oh.
I was leaving a bar, and I had participated in the activities that go along with going into a bar.
Right.
I was a little too drunk, and I was walking to a theater to see a show, and my sister was with me, and we were walking across, and she goes, I think that's Elijah Wood driving by. And I go, I don't know about that. And I go, hey, Elijah. And his window was cracked, and he pulled his car over and kind of went like this, like so sweet. And I just, and I was drunk, and I was like this. And then I walked away, and he was kind of like, oh, all right.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
I felt awful the next day when I sobered up and realized I did a horrible thing to Elijah Wood,
Elijah
who
Wood.
seems lovely.
Well, if you
Radio
want,
flyer.
you know, he's probably definitely watching this. If you want to apologize for the first time right here, you can look into the
Which
camera.
one
Go
is
for it.
mine?
All right, which one? Let's do a sincere apology. I think.
Oh, straight ahead.
Let's say this one. There it is.
Am I
No,
looking?
no, this
Great.
one.
There's so many.
This one. This one.
Elijah, if you're watching this right now, I want to sincerely say from the bottom of my heart that I'm sorry.
She's so sorry, Elijah.
I'm really sorry. Truly.
So you're both leads in this film, Brittany Runs a Marathon, which is, by the way, spoiler alert, not spoiler alert. It is fantastic. It is fantastic.
Thank you.
But Jillian, you had to, let me get this straight. I need to really hit on this fact.
Sure.
You had to actually take up running. And
Yes.
I can't even imagine how horrible. that sounds like my literal nightmare. Like, in my mind, I'm like, this
Right.
is CGI, this is great, she didn't have to do anything. But you actually ran. Is
I
that
did
correct?
it. I did it.
can't.
I got the script and I thought, oh, shoot, I like it. And now I'm going to have to learn how to do that.
The worst. The worst.
So I looked up on Pinterest how to start running, which is what Daniel Day-Lewis does.
Right, of course.
He always researches
What
on
does
Pinterest.
Abe Lincoln sound like?
On Pinterest. He sounds like this, and here's 10 flirty outfits for the summer. Yeah, but we did a lot of running. I actually lost 40 pounds while
Dang!
Yeah.
But you shot the film in like 28 days, is that not right?
Yes, a short amount of time. So I lost 29 pounds beforehand and then 11 pounds during shooting. But so they had to do prosthetics and a bodysuit to match kind of
Really?
where I was at the beginning of the journey.
We need to give that another round of applause. That is incredible. That is so incredible. So, Utkarsh, in the film, you play a romantic lead. You're actually the love interest, which is super special. Why was that so important to you?
You're a fellow South Asian.
That is correct.
So why is it special to you?
I think it's special because it's not something we see very often. I think brown dudes are really hot, and I think everyone else needs to also know that. You know?
I concur. Very much. I think it's a good chance to hopefully get some Indian men some more swipes on Tinder and the apps and all that stuff. If I can play a small part in romance being born all around the world.
It sounds like you've
to
had
do
a hard time on dating apps.
I got kicked off of Bumble
What?
for impersonating a public figure.
What?
What do you mean?
They kicked me off. They said you're impersonating They thought,
They thought it
they
was
thought I had
fake?
created a fake account and I was
Like
too,
a catfish.
I was too embarrassed to tell them it was just me and I was a little lonely.
Well, okay, how about this? Make
That
some
has
noise if
nothing
you
to do
think
with
Utkarsh is extremely handsome.
Oh.
I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down here, okay? So no spoilers. I don't want to give away too much, but there's a chance that your two characters, I don't know, have a little bit of romantic chemistry in this film. I want to show this clip real quick.
Hey.
Yo! Jesus! Holy Brittany,
Sorry.
you are too pale to be sneaking up on me, okay? Terrifying.
Not a ghost, just a woman.
Is that our sitcom music?
Yeah, a lot of bleeps.
Is this the first time either of you have done a romantic scene? Was this the first for both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me.
Interesting. Do tell.
In a
Do
dramatic
tell.
way. I mean,
Yes.
it wasn't for fun. I mean, it wasn't for a laugh, right? It was two people really connecting, and I think we both felt super vulnerable
Oh,
on
yeah.
the day of.
That day we just kept being like, how are you doing today? I'm just so excited about all the scenes we have to do today.
You're so great as a person. And if there's anything I'm doing wrong, please tell me
I
immediately.
smoked a cigarette before our big scene.
Yeah, I remember.
I was like very nervous, just
It was
trying
intense.
to pretend like I knew how to smoke a cigarette because I've never done it.
I was, we were both going through. The movie's about image, and there was
Yes.
a point where I was, on top of Jillian, kissing her.
Brown men is what I'm gonna say to that.
And the camera's here, right? And I just sort of slightly turn my arm so as to flex. And Jillian looks at me and she's just like, "Hey, man, are you?"
Without missing a beat.
Yeah. you're
Wait,
like,
was that part of the script?
No.
No, I just go, are you flexing?
I was like, I'm so sorry. Yes, that's where I'm at in my process right now.
This movie's about body acceptance.
Yeah,
We're like,
nope, too
do
insecure.
you?